Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. This is another paid request. This time for Johnny, who wanted me to do a commentary on a film called Silent House of 2011, which I don't think I've seen. And all I know about it is it stars... I don't think I have. If I did, I don't remember it. Now, I know it stars Elizabeth Olsen, who is Wanda and Scarlet Witch in the new Doctor Strange film. That sounds... Everything I've heard about sounds like garbage. Was Marvel, of course, is garbage. But... And this is a movie that's supposed to look like one take. Like Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. But for those interested, requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, rankings lists, reviews, commentaries, reactions, whatever, feel free to send it. Either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. So pause the beginning. It says it's an hour, 25 minutes, and 53 seconds. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. As we have the Universal logo. Well, the little intro. I mean, Universal is probably one of the few companies that don't make me as mad as others. Like, I'm more mad at, like, Disney, Nickelodeon, which would be Paramount. Here we got a bunch of horses. It's a stampede, Earl! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! LD Entertainment. It's a Laserdisc. Open Road. Where you can meet the Hitcher. L Driver. I almost thought I was going to say Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, how many companies are involved with this? Liddell Entertainment. Open Road and L Driver. Jeez. I wonder how is it that you get like 3 or so companies involved. Don't think this is like a big budget movie, so it makes me wonder like why all of these companies get involved. Does like one, like, what does each one do? If anyone knows. Oh, this is directed by 2 people, Chris and Laura. Silent House. I think the other thing I know is that this is a remake, and I didn't see the original. Okay, we have a girl sitting by lake stream on a big ass tree, log, stone. That's not a tree log. What am I talking about? It's this rock. Well, I mean, I didn't know if it was like a... Yeah, why did I think tree log? I don't know why. I just, for some reason, I don't know. Because I didn't get much sleep last night, that's why. Because I was being stupid. So, I believe this is Elizabeth Olsen. Like I said, she plays Wanda, Scarlet Witch. They totally ruined her character. That TV show WandaVision. Hey, this person, she trapped an entire town, including, you know, people, innocent men, women, children, psychologically torturing them for days, weeks, months, and then she gets a slap on the wrist. It's A-okay. And then everything I've heard about this new one, she's super, super, super powerful. Doctor Strange isn't even the star of his own movie. He just runs away the entire time. And we're not going to have him defeat the villain. Wanda's going to defeat herself because she's a lady. And Doctor Strange is a biatch. And everything I've heard about that movie sounds like it sucks. So, okay, so this guy's her dad. Get some right here. So So the father got a bunch of emails, prying eyes, looking at his Facebook. I mean, I'm a sucker for the technique, doing something a bit different, out of the ordinary, like this single take stuff. Because it's not normal, it's not often. I mean, 1917 did that, and I liked that movie. I thought it was pretty good. But hey, I mean, that was nominated for Best Picture. Of course, I say that, and people say I hate everything. I'm like, no, I like Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. I like Joker. I liked 1917. But whatever. So I think this guy's their uncle. So I just haven't been to this place for a while. Yeah, the guy just said little brother. So the wall has mold in it? Would you be using Polaroids at this time? I mean, I guess this came out, what, 2011? So I don't know how were phones in 2011, trying to remember, compared to now. And would you just take a picture with your phone instead of Polaroids? But wouldn't you have double checked this place before you come back? Like, double check? Uncle comes off as a creep. I can't get over how grown up you are. What are you, a sexual predator? Well, there's gonna be some incest or something going on here. Maybe he fucked her when he was a kid or something. Or wanted to, I don't know. The hell's knocking? Deep a knocking, but you can't come in. A nah knocking on heaven's door. Who the hell are you? Who are you? Nope. You don't remember. Just say you don't remember. Okay, this girl's obviously got something off with her. Is this other girl on drugs or something? So they will fix it up and sell it, okay. Okay, either this girl is a psycho single white female or there's something else going on. Why do you say you do remember? You obviously seem like you don't. That wasn't like something she thought up in her head, was it? What the hell was that one movie, The Uninvited or something, where that girl kept talking to someone and she wasn't there the whole time because she was crazy? Or like some kind of trauma made her crazy? If it did that, that'd be really lame. That'd be like a really cheap trick. There's certain movies that have done that well, where they play with your, like Jacob's Ladder, the original Session 9. I'm not going to say how they do it, but those were, I think, done very well. But that's a trick that you can't keep going back to. Like, there was a film called Fractured, and it was very predictable, and I'm like, dude, you just did this much better in Session 9. What are you doing? I would say one of the, it's a, I like the technique of looking like it's one shot. What did they do like Rope? I think Rope did it where it was like every 10 minutes they tried to do it, fit a transition in there, like to hide it. Because I remember thinking someone said the most is 10 minutes you can do, but what was I going to say? The issue with doing it in one shot, though, is that a lot of times you have people doing kind of little things that would be edited in a normal film, so it kind of can affect the pacing. Like her making that little lantern, like that would probably be cut out in a normal film. And like, okay, a person could be here, and then they go to here. You probably cut out the middle, or like they start walking, then you. That's what editing's for. But when you're trying to do one take, that's the problem you can run into. Is that people go, okay, just going around doing menial things. And there's not a lot of room for like backstory where all we know about her is that little story about how she has issues with school and she's doing her to fix this place up with her dad to sell it. Elizabeth Olsen is not a bad actress, to be fair. I just think her character is poorly written in the Wanda Scarlet Witch stuff. Again, you make a whole story about you've been for days, weeks, months psychologically torturing a town and having fake kids and all this to deal with your trauma, and hey, it's okay that they were, oh well. Kind of ridiculous to me, but whatever. Apparently she heard some noise upstairs, and now he's going up to see. I mean, we're 17 minutes in, and I already feel kind of bored. And I'm not an ADD guy, but it's just like, again, this could be the possible issues of doing this. I mean, like I said, it's a cool, interesting technique, but you gotta be careful because there's a lot of holes your foot can fall in and trip yourself over when you're doing this type of thing. What the hell was that about? The hell was that about? Why did he push the door that wide and hard? Just hurt her elbow for no damn reason, douchebag. Father's a dick. Yeah, you keep shaking your head. How about you jump through the damn window? Okay, wait a minute. Those photographs or something. Because his reaction was not. That wasn't a typical reaction. That was not a typical reaction. It was not about insurance photos. That looked like in a kid's room, too. I'm still trying to think of those photos. There's obviously there's something going on with the photos. So I'm trying to think what those photos would be. Obviously, something he wants to hide. Something very serious. It would be murder, or it would be sexual. So you looked at those. It could either be that woman she talked to was a ghost, and the guy, her father, raped or killed her, or maybe did something to her Olsen as a kid, and some of the stuff is in her head. Either the uncle or the father did stuff to her as a kid, and then it's all in her head. Or again, that girl she talked to was a ghost, and there's either sex or murder. But why would they take pictures of that? If it was P to the E to the D to the O stuff, then they'd probably take pictures because those sickos do it. I mean, they took pictures of the girl that she met before they killed her. And then that was a ghost. It's definitely a dickhead. Wow, what a dick. Okay, we're looking at some wall with... Okay, this isn't really the most... Ah, there you go. Pretty much something, there was a loud noise and something moved. And the thing is, when it comes down to this type of stuff, this kind of stuff, it's going to be one or two things. Real or imaginary. If it's real, it's a ghost. If it's imaginary, the lead person is crazy. It always comes down to those two things. If she's crazy, that means there was probably some trauma or something. The trauma pictures pictures were taken of her when she was a child, from the uncle, the brother, or both. If it's a ghost, that woman she met is the ghost. It's one of those two things. I mean, I've seen too many movies. I've seen a lot of movies like that. Hey, which would I prefer? I would prefer the ghost. Because, there's movies I love that have done the it's in the mind stuff. I mentioned two of them. I love the original Jacob's Ladder. I love Session 9. But you know what? That shtick gets old real quick, and just like... It's more of an eye roller for an audience. Identity was another one. That was an eye roller. That was a movie I saw. I went to the theaters almost every weekend in 2003. And every movie had the trailer for Identity. To the point that when the film came out, I had the trailer memorized, and then I was able to guess the ending in I don't know, 20 minutes. Just like, wait a minute. Or, I think it was 10, 15 minutes, because there was a room they showed with a different person. I'm like, wait a minute. John Cusack's in that room in the trailer, and he's done this, I'm like, oh no, this is in his mind thing, crazy. Really, I mean, she heard a loud noise. She just walked around with his lantern now. So the door just slammed. She dropped the lantern. Now she's running downstairs. And she cannot get outside. The door's locked. The windows are all boarded up. I think that was from before, because she mentioned people were trashing the windows. There's a padlock on that door. So you're pretty much locked in this house. Yeah, there's gotta be some stuff there to break the padlock open. With this much stuff there, there has to be something. Rip a piece of pipe off the wall and smack it. Or smack the glass, or smash the windows. So there's a figure back there. It looked like her dad. Now it's gone. Come on. Don't be so damn weak, lady. You tell me there's nothing in there you just smack it with. Nothing. Even a freaking frying pan or something. I can almost see down your shirt. No. Really? You don't hide under a table that's anyone can see you clear as day. That's a table that you can't hide under that table. Anyone can see you. What kind of a hiding spot is that? I don't hide in this open space table where there's nothing around, to hide me. Oh, maybe this one chair, I guess. So now she's hearing footsteps. I guess another question becomes, was this like her, what if the dad was just crazy and locked them in? I just don't think that's the case, though. There are very better ways to do it, and the pictures would not have just been there willy-nilly. And I can't even tell what the hell that is because the damn camera was shaking. The thing is just the shaking just makes me think they're a found footage film. I was almost nauseated from that scene. Also, I mean, the camera gets so close to Elizabeth Olsen's body. It's like, okay, bit too close for comfort. Can't see shit. That's what I'm talking about. Just, we're 30 minutes in and just, how the hell is this gonna keep up for almost an hour? I'd say if there was like a bigger place, like a asylum, sanitarium, there's like different types of rooms that have maybe their own story. Maybe that could be one thing. Maybe even a mansion in the middle of nowhere, maybe. But I mean, it's just not really an interesting location. It's a lantern. Did she never thought about like her dad, like what happened to her dad? It's another thing. Not like, I can't see. Calm down. Stop moving the camera. Nauseate the hell out of me. Well, you made enough noise and now anyone knows where you are. She doesn't seem worried about her dad. Where her dad's at or stuff. Yeah, this camera's more nauseating than... Okay, I think that's her dad? Couldn't even tell till I was confused. Something happened on the side of his face. Can't get to look at it. Do you think maybe you should check his pulse? Would that be something? Check his pulse. Check his pulse. Check his pulse. Yeah, just keep moving his neck around. Well, he's definitely alive. He's moving his head a bit. Yeah, take his money. Take his wallet. Take all his money. Take all your shit. Spend it all. At Walmart. Okay, that makes it less likely it's a ghost, because I don't know why a ghost would want to hide a body in a closet like that, and it's a ghost, it wouldn't care. Or why would not kill this person? I mean, I just maybe you assume maybe it's that girl from the beginning That means she's a ninja just going through this without her noticing at all where she's at. Your father abused me, so I became a ninja. And my nickname is Karai. Or, this bitch has sure gone crazy. Which could be the case. Maybe she did it and put him in the closet. She don't remember. She's crazy. If it's that, it'll be lame. Does it feel like a film that justifies a full-length feature? Like, I'm struggling to keep intrigue, and it's 36 minutes in. This says there's almost 50 minutes left. Holy shit, Batman. Like, for crying out loud, dude. Oh, you jerked in the chain. Jerked in the chain, jerked in the chain. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me? Because this camera's right behind me on my ass. More so than a found footage movie. That's for me. It comes out like a found footage without it being found footage. And there's been some found footage films I enjoy. Butterfly Kisses, the original Blair Witch Project, Exists, As Above, So Below. There's been ones I really enjoyed. So what is that key for? Lady, find a pipe and just smack the damn thing open. And if the person comes for you, smack them in the face. And she's not like watch her back. If she thinks someone, hit her dad and hid in a closet, she's not a flashlight on, waving it around, and she's not like searching to see if anyone's around the corner. Like, think about that. She thinks there's an intruder in here. Why is she not, watching her corners and just waving her flashlight around? But now she doesn't want to make noise. Either are you scared of the basement, or you think the person's in the basement? I mean, that flashlight is going to give you away anyway. No matter how quiet you are. See, if this is this film normally, maybe you'd have like a lighter, and that would make it more spooky of an atmosphere, just having a lighter. So she's looking around the basement. Where the hell is she going? Did you... Oh shit. There's a bedroom in the basement. Okay, that's not normal. To have a little like bed, teacup set, whatever shelf. You're not going to have that in the damn basement for nothing. So, and then she doesn't even blink an eye to it? Why would anyone have this thing in the basement? Someone's there, we don't know who it is. Can't see it. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with the father or uncle. They either one of them or both of them did something. Dude, you don't have that bedroom in the basement for nothing. And it didn't either. That girl was there, took pictures of her, killed her, she's a ghost, and she's doing this for shits and giggles. Or this is all in her mind, kind of like, what was that movie? High Tension. Was that movie pissed me off with that stupid twist? I know this is supposed to be suspense filled and tension fueled, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't know if it just. The way it's filmed almost seems like a detriment in this instance, or just how they film her so up close that just, in a way, something about lessons that I don't know what it is. Or maybe because I spend more time thinking about what twist is going to have. Just a lot of these movies try to have a twist. I mean, most of them just been a girl running around her house. She banged her head. Bang your head. If you do it hard enough, you'll be dead. Bang your head. Okay, this tease for something. Probably be for something important. We'll see later on. Unlock the secret. Oh, it is for that. But the person coming towards her, like, didn't say anything, didn't do anything, didn't go, hey, stop, blah, 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 blah. That means something. God, this is more nauseating than a lot of found footage films I've seen. My God, man. I mean, if you just said, oh, this person is filming me because of a school project, since I'm not doing good at school, you could just say this is a found footage movie, for crying out loud. Isn't there a road or something? Why is she just run into the field? You think you want to run on the road to try to... Maybe this is it. There you go, there's a road. So I wonder what's going to happen now. She ran this far, keep going. Who the hell is that? Okay, now she's seen things. Or it's a ghost. Yeah, how did her wrist get hurt? And why would the brother? I mean, you would go somewhere, go someone, make a phone call, and call the cops. Leave the keys with her so that if something happens to you, she could drive away, dude. At least that. Say, listen, give me blah blah blah. If not, here, take the keys. You drive in the town, get help. If I'm not back in like 10 minutes. Why don't you do that? Instead, this person fucking goes in. Yeah, what happened to her wrist? So that says something. I don't remember hurting her wrist. What the hell did... Yeah, there's something fishy going on. Yeah, that girl was different from the girl she saw before. She sees a girl again. So maybe she is crazy. Because then they try to do that same thing in High Tension, which I hated that twist too. And the thing is, a good chunk of High Tension... Like, I was into High Tension until I got to that twist, and I went, oh, fuck you, movie. Fuck you. I mean, I could do without the guy getting a fucking blowjob from a decapitated head, but... Wait a minute, why... Okay, why are we staring here? Oh, the rear view mirror. There's something in the rear view mirror. Either this is a bored ghost or she's crazy. I'll give credit. Elizabeth Olsen. What the hell is that? I can't see. Stay in the vehicle. What the hell's... What are you doing? Stay in the vehicle. What the hell are you doing? Stay in the damn vehicle. You're still safer in there. Are you back in... This girl's crazy. There was like a guy, then there was like a little girl, and... I was going to say, Elizabeth Olsen, her acting is not the issue. I'll give you that. Her acting's not the issue at all. I think for what she's given, she's doing as good of a job as she could. So I'll give you that. Elizabeth Olsen, she's trying. Just the movie's not scary or creepy. Like, this house is not creepy. It doesn't really create much of a mood or atmosphere. It's just a house, and the filming technique, yes, is in one shot, which seems cool, but it just, instead of creating mood, atmosphere, tension, just creates a bit of boredom. And But dude, he's got a gun. You want to go out there so he would shoot him in the face. Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen, some of her actions just cuts on her wrist. I don't know how they got there. So maybe they appeared because she did something she don't remember, and that's where the cuts on her wrist came from. It's like she kind of, I don't know. Dude, what were you looking for? You've been here for this long. What the hell have you been looking at? Just been wandering in the same room back and forth? Ain't that gigantic of a fucking place? So again, we had that lady at the beginning of the film, Sophie or whatever. We had, I guess, a little girl she saw, and then supposedly a guy going to the car, but it was so quick you couldn't tell. I'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that. And I am paused at 52 minutes, 32 seconds for those following along. Before I do that, number one, I get some water. I get soda for taste, but I get water for dehydration. And for that not to occur, nice hydration. But before I do that, my thoughts so far, I mean, I know there's 30 some minutes left, but the location they have doesn't really create any atmosphere. There's not really a lot of tension or suspense as much as it tries to. Not a whole lot has happened. It's been almost an hour. She wandered around, got scared one or two times, found her dad, got scared one or two other times, into in the basement, escaped. There's the uncle, came back, now they're in the house again. Have I really left anything out? That's been 52 minutes, 32 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, pressing play. So now this uncle has a flashlight, going from place to place. Just show him which room it is, so you could get him and leave. Should have told him in the first place. And what the hell? I think for an intruder, this person must be a ninja. I just say... are they really expecting the audience to believe there's just a regular intruder, that there's not something else going on? Come on now. Yeah, the blood was there. The blood ain't jelly. It ain't jam. If it was like the father was a psycho murderer, and he's trying to kill his daughter as the next victim, and then the uncle has to protect his niece from his brother. It becomes like an uncle versus brother. But the uncle becomes the true protector, and that could make an interesting dynamic of, I found out my brother's a monster and I'm going to protect you from your own father. And I won't do anything that interesting. It'll be he's a piece of shit and he did something bad. And sins of the past come up to bite him in the ass. Again, you could have gone to a car, gone back, called cops, anything else in between, but hey. Those photographs again. So the brother knows too, not just him, but the brother knows too. And the brother, where the hell is his gun? Didn't he have a gun on him? Did he put it in his pocket or something? Where's his gun? Where's his gun? Why don't you have your gun out? So those photographs, yeah, it's definitely... So the brother was involved as well, so... They did something to her, or they did something to the ghost, or... I have a feeling it's her. And one of my neighbor's roosters, I think, concurs with that theory. Because I heard they even threw these headphones. There's that much to say about I just them going slowly to a room, then going slowly upstairs, and then slowly to another room. Just boring. Completely, utterly fucking boring, man. It's slow, it's tedious, irritating. What is that? Is that the power bar? Oh, it's a light. I think. Or is it a lantern or light? Billiards. Play some pool. Yeah, I hear that. There's something on. Oh, this is the Polaroid camera. Just open it already, for crying out loud. More holes in the wall. That a generator. Where did you go upstairs? Oh, sorry. So that was a ladder to go upstairs and behind him. There you go. What happened to his flashlight? Didn't he have a flashlight? So the guy wasn't smart enough to turn his flashlight on as soon as the lights go off? Okay. Dude, that'd be an interesting idea you only see from the Polaroid lights. Kind of like something that would be in a horror video game. There's a little girl. Either it's a very, very boring haunting. There's a guy that went towards her. That was a ghost. Why didn't it grab her? That like she's a ninja and dodged it. Which means there's something. It's her. You want to play pool? Let's play pool. Is that girl, Sophie? Because she's got to come back sometime. They don't just have her at the beginning for nothing. No, I heard a male voice. Oh, I was taking the pictures when she was a kid. So it was her dad or... I'm guessing the dad. But the uncle knew it too, so it could be both. And that's the little girl she keeps seeing. Oh, there were two people, the uncle and the brother. Yeah, it was her. It was her. I just have a feeling. I mean, if it was that girl Sophie, like she was friends with her, and then this is the ghost like trying to show her what happened and trying to please help me solve the injustice that went with me. That'd be one thing, but that ain't gonna be the case. She's definitely not much of a fighter. She just, if this all was legit and just no crazy stuff, it just, well, thankfully that gun was there. That, you know, the guy didn't have out for whatever reason. The guy had it out first, and I guess he put it in his back pocket. Why you would do that, I don't know. Makes no sense. Well, we can't have him have it out because he would just pop, pop, pop. Movie would be over. Oh my god, there's 20 minutes left still. Come on, man. 20 minutes left. Is there any trivia on this film? Well, I guess if I look it up, I'll find I would spoil myself. So I guess I won't. I mean, Johnny didn't mention either way, but I mean, I don't even know if Johnny, if you like the film, if you dislike the film. If you like the film, that's cool. Teach your own. This just isn't for me. If you dislike the film, then I don't blame you. People just take their sweet ass time to do everything. I'm going to slowly go down the stairs. I'm going to slowly turn around this corner. I'm going to slowly go down this hallway. I'm going to go even slower. I'm going to go even slower. I'm going to go even slower down this stairway. Shoot! Yep, that's gonna work. Oh my god. Some little girl like said shush to help her and then got dragged away and she still got ah. My god, man. Not a lot of fucks are given. Now blood is just appearing on the bed. Yes, walk backwards. Okay, who's in here? A little girl with a bunch of like beer bottles. A urinal or a toilet seat on the wall. Yeah, this is supposed to be some like psychological trauma. I mean, I've played games. I mean, Layers of Fear, Sound Hill stuff. That's like stuff representing someone's psychosis, psychology. This kind of like her is like the realization point. her mind trying to make her come to terms with what happened in the past, abuse, all that stuff. Because if it was a ghost wanting help, that there would be some type of word like "help me" or but there's nothing of that sort. She's dealing with her own trauma. Well, I mean, if that doesn't tell you Sophia isn't real, I don't know what does. I mean, there's not much to talk about. You can't really talk about the set design or the set dressing. The music is typical. That's the best way to describe the music. Typical. The That's what her is. That her dad or her uncle? That's her dad. No, I think that's the uncle. Maybe that is the dad. You have trouble remembering. Now look at the dad. You see, he's only looking at her. Now he's not looking at this Sophia girl at all. You notice the dad. He's not one eye to Sophia. So yeah, she doesn't exist, and it's her. Oh, these are going to be the photographs. It is like one of those horror games. Like it's a photograph to show what happened to her as a kid. The photographs they've been hiding the whole time. Yep, that was you as a kid. Yeah, it's one of those just like high tension. But at least compared to high tension, they're actually giving an explanation as to why she's crazy, and she's going up against a pedo. P to the to the D to the O. So at least there's that. I just high tension people would say, oh, it's some type of obsession, sexual frustration, however you want to call it. I guess you could say that's the reason for that. But I don't know. It becomes more like a manipulation. Like a manipulation and a cheap trick. And makes the audience go, what? Yeah, I figured it was that. I figured it was that. I don't know. I don't know. At least in this instance, she's she's don't really feel bad for the people she's doing this to. In High Tension, the girl really was a villain. This, you can't really call her a villain in my opinion. She's crazy because of this, because of what happened, but you do feel sympathy as well. Don't do that. Just stab him. Anyone who does that to their kid, they deserve to die. Just stab them in the face. They deserve to die. Yes, I'm one of those people. If you do that to your kid, you deserve to die. No judge, no jury, just an executioner. Don't do that. What are you doing? But what are you doing? But, just still Olsen's character wanting to do the above moral thing. Unless she's got a plan up her sleeve. But, well, now she tried to do the moral thing. This showcases why this guy's even more a piece of shit. So now the dad is whipping the daughter. So I guess at least the brother did one alright thing. There you go. Too bad we didn't get to see it, but... Why didn't you? Yeah, there's all the photos. At least they do what they can to keep the sympathy for her. I mean, truthfully, the uncle deserves to die too, but again, she gave this sicko father a chance and he tried to abuse her more, so even more justified in her homicide. And then the uncle deserves it just as much in my opinion, but there was a bit of him trying to help, and so she just lets him go. So they do go out of the way to make her not a villain. They do, to keep sympathy for the viewer. I mean, like I said, did I say like 10, 15 minutes in? I don't say it's one of those. It is, though. I mean, I guess I would give credit Elizabeth Olsen. Gives a good performance. But I just don't see much rewatchability in this. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make me mad. It just made me a bit bored. I think the ending, it's a twist. It's like, yeah, but again, and they made her just a psycho, and it's just like, at least again, that psychological thing, you know. Like I said, at least they keep a sympathetic beat to her character. I think that makes it a little bit easier to swallow for me personally. Where it's a person dealing with childhood trauma and taking revenge on the predator, which was her own father. So, I wouldn't call it vigilante, but you know, it's revenge. Justify revenge. Maybe that's why it makes the twist a little bit easier to swallow compared to other twists of this genre, like Fractured and other stuff. And I probably would rather rewatch this than Fractured. I don't know if I review this. I don't know. I mean, would it be a rant? No, I mean it's short. It's an hour and 21 minutes. And the Elizabeth Olsen, I've said multiple times now, she does give a good performance. And the twist, although I kind of predicted it, and I could see the audience going, really? It just, for a good chunk of the film, it's just not that scary, it's not that suspenseful, and it's not that exciting. So you're sitting there going, well, I guess unless you want a nice showcase for Olsen's acting, I mean, there's... Let me look up the trivia. Shot in roughly 10-minute segments. They ran into several technical issues, mainly surrounding lighting issues and mobility around the house. They say film was carried out in 12 to 15 minute takes. Entire sequences had to be thrown out and redone repeatedly due to lighting problems or missed cues. Remake of a Uruguay horror thriller, The Silent House. When writing the script for the film, it ultimately resulted in only 55 pages. Maybe that's why the film feels a lot longer than it is. And the film, I don't think, did anything. I mean, just to look real quick, did this film even do anything when it came out? I'm sure they were hoping for... Because some of these films do better than you think when they come out, and... I mean, look at The Devil Inside. The Devil Inside made 100 million worldwide. For some reason. And this is better than that. No, it debuted number 5. And... it made... Well, it cost $2 million and it made $12 million in the US, so that's a hit. I mean, when you film more... Yeah, that's a hit. I mean, it's not bonanza of a hit, but again, if you cost $2 million, which I don't know why it cost that much, but okay, but you made $12 million, I mean, that's a hit. It's just, again, even if you get half of that, $6 million, well, $2 million, then what would marketing be? Usually they say doubles. Let's say 4 or 5 million with marketing. So it might have barely broke even then, because doesn't theaters take like 40%? Oh, the cinema store, which is when people come out of theater and they grade it, they gave it an F. I mean, I don't know if I'd give it an F. The same grade as The Devil Inside. I would give it, I don't know. Okay, out of 5, I would give this maybe 2 stars. 1 star for Elizabeth Olsen. 1. The ending is, although it's kind of like, it's. I think the way it was handled, as in the final shots, could have been a lot worse. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate the film. It is what it is. But I would never watch it again. So thanks once again for watching. Take care, guys. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.